Welcome to talk to Ndizeye. I speak what most people fear to say. As African, we've been feared to say that we can call ourselves God and we can be called God. The reason I say that is because it's what missionaries has taught us. We believe that, and it put fear in our Africans' mind. And you remember, all religions, it was brought us in Africa. And they are translated to us the way they are thinking. And that is crucial because every child, every person, I said that you are God, your mind, your imagination is your God. It's so difficult to understand it, to believe it. That is why we have to talk about it. And also talk about our identity. What is African identity we have? What is identity other people has given Africa? The identity of poverty, underdeveloped countries, poor countries. That is identity we have been given. I want to talk about it. We have to change our identity. We have to start thinking ourselves, not in a poor mind. Yes, today I'm going to talk about Kenya. Kenya is a country I'm connected. My family, my wife's from Kenya. My children were born in Kenya. I choose to talk about Kenya, the whole East Africa. We go country by country as we go. In East Africa, Kenya is the biggest country economically. But when you look where Kenya has started and where he is where he should be as African nation, as the hub of Africa. We're going to talk because let's see what potential Kenya has as a nation. More potential than what's called rich country. Kenya has potential than many wealth countries around the world. But it's still measured underdeveloped. Kenya has young population, has much higher educated workforce, doctors, engineering, nurses, entrepreneurs. Kenya export many talent out of Africa to Europe. Kenya has best agricultural land. Kenya has the world's famous wildlife and tourism. Let me tell you something. Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, has a national park, a wildlife. No country in this world has that potential. Kenya has a port. Kenya touches on Indian Ocean. Kenya has talent in athletics and sport. Kenya is strategically positioned between Africa and the rest of the world. And now the question is, we forgot about if say Kenya has agriculture-based land, water, but you look all this talent, Kenya is still called underdeveloped country. Why? And that is the identity. Now I hear, before I record this, there's too much resources that have been discovered in Kenya. One thing we're going to say today, Kenya is lack of vision. Kenya has been distracted because they have more freedom of speech to say what they want, what they feel, to insult president, to demonstrate the way they have. They already have that power. But that power is not enough. That power had been distracted the politician. They forgot the power to build nation, the power to build infrastructures, even the power to build the big company they have been created for long time. Let's look even now the private sectors, which the economy should grow from those companies. Today, let's talk about the pride of Africa. Kenya has the best airline. Long time ago, it's not the best anymore. Kenya Airways, it was established in 1977. So, which is me, 1977, all other countries in South Africa, no one had an airline functioning like Kenya Airways. Now, Kenya Airways has that time monopoly of the pride of Africa. Now, when you look Kenya Airways, is it where it should be? It was created in 1977, established. The management, they didn't have a vision where they were taking this airline. That is the lack of vision in African people's mind. How we be Kenya Airways should be where he is now. For all these years, he have never reached a level where he should be. Do the media talk about it? Do look what is now, from now, where it can be? This is where the destruction of Kenya, even the media, don't talk about it. And also we got to talk about Kenya had a refinery. And the refinery was created in 1960. And the refinery stopped close in 2013. How a nation, how they, with all this potential we have, with all these educated people, with talent, with technology, they could be able to modernize the Kenyan refinery to work the whole East Africa. Why? The lack of a vision. That is what Kenya missing. We're going to talk all other institution has been created for a long time, but every institution have been dying. We talk about Kenya Airport Authority. We talk about Kenya Railway. We talk about Kenya National Board City. We talk about Nairobi Hospital. Why all these institutions for the greatest country in Africa has not reached where it should be? No one talk about it because the media is being distracted. Kenyan media is being distracted only to follow politics. Bring this awareness. Start thinking to change what you should be talking about. This institution should be take accountability. People, they should be demonstrating about their daily activities happen. People should be demonstrating about Kenya Power, which is up to now, he can't give the nation power. We should talk about all city councils, which they can give the service people, and the people pay their service. So Kenya been distracted. There is no accountability for anything happening to the leadership. All the leaders, they are Kenyans. Their children born, they are Kenyans. They say they love Kenya, but they are missing the vision, the mind. They have mind of poverty. When I say mind of poverty, is no city council can't give service to people they should be give service. I'm here to tell you, you Kenyans, let you change the way you are dealing with your country now. Keep your freedom 100%. But let's also bring in that in a lot of accountability to the people who will be responsible for all this institution. The reason there are many graduates, they can't get job because this institution, they have never grown. This institution, they could have grown bigger since they have been created 60s, 70s. They should be double their size. They should be able to employ all these young people who are looking for jobs. That is why the president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, Troy Charakumo, even from the Jomo Kenyatta, he gave education to Kenya, created more schools than any leaders in Africa, to be able to be educated to work in this institution. But all these institutions have failed to grow. This is where we go to wonder why this has failed to grow. This is what we're going to talk about now. Where do we go to see Kenya 2050? Let's bring all these great institutions to take them where they should be. Become big, they employ people. They employ young talent. Other young talent also, they create their own business. The Bible says, with no vision, people perish. It's not about just praying to God. It's not about just only going Sunday to church, saying God will do it. God who should be building Kenya, it's you, your God mind should build Kenya. And all East Africa country, we got to talk about as we grow. Because we will become prosperous. It's more, the whole continent is going to grow. We got to learn from each other. I can say next time we got to talk about. Let's compare Ethiopia and Kenya. How are you dealing with all those potential? Why other nations are going ahead for you? And that is what we are talking today, guys. But most of the times, we want to grow. We want to make a nation where every diaspora is going to come to feel comfortable. We go back home to East Africa. We enjoy. And thank you. This is Talk to Ndizeye. I'm Ndizeye Rubasha, the voice of African identity.